Hello, everyone. Welcome to another episode of TA Stream, where we will be checking out Bitcoin today and Bitcoin dominance. I'm gonna pull up the charts. Okay. This is the Bitcoin daily. We're appreciating that we're having another bearish momentum print on the MACD indicator here. It's not really good. Can I get an audio check? Can everyone hear me properly? Okay. So Bitcoin on the daily is printing right now another bearish momentum candle on the Instagram. This is usually what you don't want to see. We were hoping for a green momentum candle here. That's how it started last night, but then with the sell-off today, it printed another red momentum histogram. It was probably motivated by the news of Biden suggesting to raise the capital sales tax, and maybe the Binance CC news that came out last night didn't affect in a positive way the crypto market, because we didn't have such a sell-off in the equities market. So that's what's going on. I'm not too concerned, to be honest. I don't think this is going to be the top for a complacency shoulder here. I think this is just a low time frame momentum noise. We were waiting for probably a pullback on the 4-hour time frame, because we wanted to put up a higher low. If we put it here or around here, it's gonna be fine, because we're having a clear market structure break here with a higher high here, this high being higher than this one, and this low being higher than this one. So it can mean a trend reversion. We don't have it yet, but it's definitely in the works. So that's good. So that's a low time frame appreciation about Bitcoin right now. We're still in the range, down sloping consolidation between two, below a really important level, which is 65K, the first all-time high from 2021, and obviously below 69K, which is the second all-time high from 2021. We definitely want to regain those levels in order to see bullish momentum. Otherwise, I think we're just gonna chop and just do our thing between the range. If we reclaim it, then we possibly can come to the top of the channel and then hopefully rival new highs. I see a lot of bearish sentiment due to the old narrative of sell May and go away, that usually summers don't perform that good in crypto. It's always an option, but on the high time frame, that's where I'm more interested in, I think we still look good. This is the 2-month chart, which will close in 6 days, less than a week, and we're still having an all-time high close on the 2-month chart. So that's really good. What could be concerning, it's if we lose the 60K level and we print a bearish pin bar or a bearish hammer to the downside. It could mean that we're probably gonna fall off to some low around here before going higher. So I'm keeping my expectations at low and just being cautious here, but with optimism, that's for sure. One thing to point out is that Bollinger Bands are currently acting as resistance. On this time frame, we tried to close above on the 2-month, but we were not able to. So right now we're just below the Bollinger Band, the upper band of the BB indicator, which is starting to decompress and expand, which could mean that we have a bullish uptrend ahead of us. That's what we're all basically waiting for. So yeah, there's currently a lot of there's another discussion that this could be an echo bubble, like a bear market rally, similar to the one that we had in 2019. I think it's different than this one because we didn't put new highs and was way shorter. It lasted just 2 candles, basically 4 months. But on this one, we have had like a lot of candles with a bullish momentum. So, and plus we reached new highs. So I don't think it's an echo bubble. But if we print this candle going back below 60K and closing within the next 6 days, and we print this pattern down here, which is an M top pattern in Bollinger Bands, where on this one we have an impulse up, we close outside of the bands, and then we come back, and then we try to rival the close, and we're not able to. And on the following red candle, we print the pattern, which would take us to the EMA or possibly to a lower band. I don't think we're going to a lower band right now, which is below 10K, but could definitely take us to the EMA, to mid-range moving average, which is currently at 38K. So that's one thing to have in consideration for sure. Something else I'm checking out on Bitcoin high time frame besides the Bollinger Bands is the P-cycle top indicator. Yeah. So we tested it in March twice. We're not able to close above it, and then we just have been bleeding towards the lower EMA, which is currently at 56K, and it's pretty similar to what happened in 2016 pre-halving, which was July 10, around here. Yeah. So we could come back down to test the orange EMA and then go up on the next parabolic move. But right now the orange EMA is not much of a concern because it's not as far away as when it was when we were here. Right now it's approaching 56K, just a little bit lower than 59K, which was our lowest low of the dump that we had two weeks ago, 1 week ago. So that's something to have in consideration. It'll depend on the 2-month candle close. I will be really aware of that, but my bias is bullish due to the fact that we have flat interest rates, even if it's at 5.25 basis points or 0 basis points. I think flat interest rates are bullish for risk assets. The market likes stability, so unless we get a hike or a steep rate cut, I think risk assets will continue to perform good. And also, we have an election year this time in the U.S. coming up in November. And we also have the halving narrative. I'm not too much of a fan of the halving narrative. I think it's um, quite a, just not only coincidence, but I don't think it's the main cause for the rallies that we had in the last few years. I think it's more of because of elections and liquidity cycles. Plus, I don't see the euphoria for a cycle top here. We definitely had some craziness and some froth in the markets, especially in the meme markets a few weeks back. But I don't see us having a macro top here. We'll have to see what the daily does if we find support around here and we flip light red again on the MACD and start printing some green momentum candles will be really good. I think we barely had a cross. No, we didn't. We rejected the cross, so I'm not a fan of that indicator anyway, but it's just something to consider. I think that's it for Bitcoin. I want to look at Bitcoin dominance because Edward requested it on the last video, so I'm hoping he checks it out. Let's go to BTCD. Okay. So the monthly is about to close in 6 days as well. The 2 months too. This one's really interesting. If we close the 2 month as hopefully a red doji, which could mean some kind of uncertainty in the market, I think we could have a drop here to the 50% support, 51, before moving higher. If we close green, I think just Bitcoin dominance will continue trending higher until proven otherwise. Why do I think that? Because it's been on a clear uptrend since the bottom in November 2022 with the FTX implosion, and the trend is your friend. I'm not gonna fade a strong trend until proven otherwise. One point to be made is that a lot of people are expecting the 60 range to be topped. Most of the market and the CT analysts are expecting 60% on Bitcoin dominance. And it reminds me of a 100K target for Bitcoin on last cycle, where everyone was waiting for 100K and we didn't get it. So I think we maybe could get a little bit higher, just one step higher, the 58 area, somewhere like that, and start completing and filling this whole inefficiency here. But I don't know if we'll get to 60%. It'll depend on what Bitcoin does. If Bitcoin chops here, we could definitely see some shenanigans on the Bitcoin dominance. Just chop and then do something like that. But if Bitcoin starts running, I think we're poised for another step higher on Bitcoin dominance before trending lower and having the awaited alt season. Why do I think that? Because I don't think alt season will come before Bitcoin hits 80 to 90K, before retail comes back for real, and before Bitcoin gains start spreading across the altcoin market, which is what we need. That's what I mostly think about Bitcoin dominance. We can look at some indicators. So this is the Bitcoin P cycle bottom indicator. I just use them as EMAs and ranges. You can see here that on the previous cycle, it was used as support and then started chopping down. We have one last up thrust and then confirmed as resistance and then just nuked. So until we lose this red EMA, this 150-day moving average. I don't see us having an old season, and as we said before, the trend is your friend, and you'll keep the. I'll be bullish on Bitcoin dominance until proven otherwise. It's just how the chart looks. Also, I saw some TA on this wick, this candle wick, maybe serving as resistance or being meaningful in any way. Probably on the 1 month chart. Yeah, something like that. I think the monthly close and the 2-month close of this month will be important because we'll see if we actually engulf the previous March candle. If we engulf it, I think it's worse for altcoins that if we fail to engulf and develop into a bearish, possibly bearish pin bar, which could give us some breathing air for altcoins. Yeah. Also, so some other indicators for Bitcoin dominance could give us a hint. For example, the super trend on the 2-month coincides with a 60% target, and you can see here that we tapped it on the 2019 bear market rally. We actually topped on Bitcoin dominance on the echo bubble when we reached the super trend resistance, which is around here. So this rally being or not being a bear market rally or an echo bubble, if you could call it, that level, if we repeat the cycle, that level looks clear for Bitcoin dominance to be a top signal. But again, I'm not sure we'll get it because everyone was waiting for it. I wasn't paying that much attention to Bitcoin dominance in 2019, so I'm not sure how the market felt about it. But that's the 2-month super trend on the Bitcoin dominance chart. Also, Chimoku Cloud is paving resistance on the Kijin moving average here. This is a bearish setup, by the way, on the Ichimoku Cloud. When you have the Tenkan-sen being below the Kijin and just a downtrend. We don't have that much data for the whole cloud to develop, but we have the top of the cloud at 67% and the bottom of the cloud at 50%. So in theory, we're around the area of being inside of the cloud. So that's what the Ichimoku Cloud can provide us. Anyway, I think on the short term, I'm hoping for Bitcoin dominance to continue to trend down and give more breathing air to alts. Regardless of that, on the 4-hour, there is currently, if we close it this way in 1 hour and 18 minutes, we currently have bullish divergence on the RSI here. Made a lower low in price, but made a higher low on the oscillator. So it could have bottomed all the way from the top in the Saturday 13 nuke that we had. That's what I'm saying on Bitcoin dominance. Anyway, this was for Edward, who asked me in the last stream. he was kind enough to give me a request and subscribe. So everyone who checks this video later, I would really appreciate your like, your comments, and your subscriptions. I'll start doing this pretty much every day, checking out charts, doing TA, and yeah, we can look at some. I still have a little bit more of time. We can look at this setup that was looking at Bitcoin against the SPX. It's not performing the best as I wished. We could have had a breakout now. Instead, we didn't. It's still not lost though, the setup. If we start closing below the support line, then yeah, probably this setup didn't play out, and we will have to reevaluate it or reassess the situation. But right now, being inside of here, we can still do something like that, and it's still valid. It's just that makes me a little bit cautious on my bullishness if we develop something like this. It's no bueno. No good at all. At least not for bulls. Because that will be 3 picks, classic distribution pattern, which could take us to way lower prices. Actually, we lost the 50 points level on the RSI and the daily. It's not what you want to see, but it's not the worst either. Again, going to the micro fundamentals and the panorama, looking at a panoramic view for this year, I'm expecting we close the year much higher on Bitcoin. Well, just to be looking at price action and being cautious with our bias. USDT dominance had quite a spike today. I'm still really optimistic, being below the 4.88%, 4.9% on USDT dominance. Well, this bullish pin bar or hammer is not the best for us. It's just the Bitcoin chart on inverted. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, it's something like that. If you invert this, doesn't look too good, huh? But yeah, I'll be waiting for next week until the 2-month candle close before reevaluating my bias. But until then, I'm long, still holding my spot, and hoping that this will be a really good year. We just need to put on a higher low here on the 4-hour, and everything will be good. Especially if we're holding this area here from the past cycle. We had some inefficiencies here on the daily time frame. That's why I can appreciate them that well, daily time frame. But yes, if we don't have any comments or requests, that's gonna be it for me today. Thank you for liking, subscribing. Give me a comment on anything that you want to see or want me to evaluate. I'll be going live around this same time, around 6 p.m. UST every day. And follow me on Twitter and subscribe to my YouTube channel, and we'll see you soon. Peace out.